Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday of the fourth week of quarantine. Decided I would share my coffee time with you today. This is my favorite part of the day. Quiet, coffee, nobody's up yet. I have teenagers, so you're getting the real me today. No makeup, no brushing of the hair. I think I might have worn the shirt yesterday, but it's a good one. Stay positive. We all need that. Anyway, so I am excited to talk to all of you today because we are going to be introducing next week a really special and I think needed focus for the week. And that is going to be a focus on our social emotional well-being during this time. Not just during this time, but maybe the opportunity that this time brings. Because I think one of the things we do is we tend to compartmentalize things, right? We think math is math, and then we think social studies is social studies, and we think social emotional learning is over here. People, if they see a child's having a problem, oh, can you talk to him? Can you take him out of class? And sometimes that's needed. It absolutely is. But there's times where I think we can begin to integrate our social emotional learning, which is ways of being and ways of thinking, into our everyday lives. Research has shown that people who are the most successful in their fields, right? Brain research has shown that these people, whether they are elite athletes or they are CEOs of top companies, the research shows that these people have maximum, we call it brain cohesion, which is all parts of their brain linking and firing and connecting quickly and efficiently, right? So there are different parts of our brain. There's the part of the brain, the amygdala, that's in charge of feelings and emotions. And then there's the prefrontal cortex, right? Which is the newest part of our brain. That is where we do all our best thinking. It helps us stay focused and be organized and be able to sequence things and think ahead. Those parts are not meant to work in isolation. They work the best when all parts of the brain are firing at the same time. So you're using all those good signals, right? You're using the fuel and the power of your emotions to connect with the good thinking so that you combine those two things and you make really good decisions. You didn't realize you were getting a neuroscience lesson this morning, did you? But I know I'm a geeky psychologist, but it's fascinating to me. It's why diversity, right, in leadership is so important, because when you connect all those different points of view, you make better decisions for the whole. So I am so excited because next week we are going to be focusing on integrating practices and mental fitness practices and ways of being that are going to be integrated into all our content areas. I think that teachers are going to be connecting their ELA lesson to a little video chat and lesson that I'm going to do directly for the kids. My focus is going to be changing from making these video chats for parents, and now I'm going to be creating them for kids, and I'm going to be doing it along with most likely a read aloud, a book, because I love children's literature. There's no better way to teach these concepts than a good book. So during this week, I'm preparing and I'll be posting read alouds that are going to be used next week. One of my favorite ones, which we're going to be kicking off the week with, is On's Anger. And I cannot take credit for this being in my library. I have to give kudos to Jen Panisi, my beloved colleague at Washington Drive, who's a speech therapist. Many of you probably know her. This book is so great because it is chock full of so many great social emotional themes that are just woven into our everyday lives, right? There is the idea of emotional management, emotional regulation, the importance of relationships, caregiver and I should say it's a grandfather in the book. So, the caregiver and the child. There's the idea of mindfulness, breathing, right? To calm ourselves down and allowing feelings to pass through us. There's also the idea, the biggest and probably best one is forgiveness, right? How each time we have the chance to start over when we forgive and we let go. And there was one more really good one. Oh, the one thing I love, that I think we as parents and caregivers can benefit from is just how we respond to big feelings in our kids, right? What do we bring to that? Do we help elevate those feelings or de-escalate them with our own interaction with our children? So we're going to kick off the week with a read aloud, and then I am going to provide some suggested activities, that hopefully hands-on, unplugged activities that you can do with your children, because I am hoping that this will be a transformational week for all of us, even if it's just a little bit, even if we start one little practice next week as parents and children, and maybe we do it together with them and our teachers as well. When I started really delving into mental fitness and the importance, because I started to see one thing that I think, is really missing in our generation of kids is resilience. I think resilience is the cure for most mental health issues, right? It's not that we can prevent bad things from happening to us or bad things happening around us. It's how we respond to them, right? That's the difference. And how we view them and how we think about them. That's where we can have a difference. It's not that we make these things go away. And I think for so many of us, for parents, it's so easy to just help our children avoid the hard thing. That's what this whole time is about. We can't avoid it. It's here, right? We have to face it head on. So I really hope that we're going to do some activities next week, and we're going to talk and teach about, what we can gain from this situation, as challenging as it is, and as scary and sad and weird as it is giving us some really big opportunities, if we take advantage of them. So we at Washington Drive thought it would be great to come together as a community to really focus on some of these things next week. So we hope you will join us. It will be starting next Monday, and I look forward to gearing my video chats to your kids, because I really miss them so much. I miss pushing into classrooms and having our classroom chats and seeing their cute little faces in the hallway. And, so I'm looking forward to kind of gearing my lessons for them, but really for you all to do together. I hope that you listen in on the read alouds and participate in the activities with them, because they're really geared toward having us all work on these things together, which I think is going to be kind of cool. So when all of this is over, we come out on the other side a little stronger and a little wiser. And maybe we learn to integrate more of these wellness practices into our everyday lives, because they shouldn't be separate, right? We want to be fully integrated, where we can take it all in, where we have the coping skills and the thinking skills to process it, and we have the resilience to face hard things and get through them. And that actually makes us stronger. So have a great rest of the day, everybody. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.